It was hard dealing with that email. To be honest, I didn't even want to read it, but not like I had a choice, seeing it was work. And not even from my manager, but the big boss. I'd seen the preview on my phone, and I was very aware of what it was about. I knew it was coming, the way my workload went from 120% to about 30% within the span of a few weeks. I mean, who immediately upon waking up would want to deal with something like that? So I swiped away the notification and just pretended that I didn't see it. Made myself some tea, plain, just the way I like it. Then I continued the Chinese drama I've been watching. For some reason, I've really been binging them since the start of Circuit Breaker. So the current show I'm on, called To Dear Myself, is basically about 3 working couples in their 30s in the big city, they're in love, etc. Funnily enough, the series started off with the main character being let go from the company after standing up to his employers during retrenchment season. Those episodes where he grappled with unemployment really yanked on my heartstrings. It made me think, just how capitalistic workplaces are and how they don't care about the people anymore. They're only looking to cut their losses. Same in my case, right? I mean, I was already in the job. I just finished learning the processes, remembering everyone's names and all. And for no reason other than extenuating circumstances, I was being dismissed as they needed to reduce expenses to stay afloat. It didn't feel very fair. Like I don't need to survive too just because I'm a newer member of the company. It's so unfair, but what can I even do about it? Right, somehow even going on about this show has brought me back to the thing I didn't want to talk about. So yeah, of course, I read the email in the end. It was exactly what I thought it would say. Goodbye, stable employment. I wasn't even halfway through my probation. Suddenly losing this job, it made me question why I gunned so hard for it in the first place. Because it's what I'm supposed to do after I finish studying? Because that's what success looks like? Because it's what my parents would be proud of? I can't lie, I'm really afraid of that weird stasis after you graduate. Having seen that with my uni classmates. There's so much pressure that you need to land a job as soon as you can. If not, you slip, and 6 months later, you're doing something unrelated to what you studied. Then what's the point anymore? Or worse, a year on and you're still slipping, and the job market continues to collapse, even as you scramble towards the top of this mountain called making it. And what does making it even mean anymore? It wasn't easy letting my parents know that I lost the job. They knew how hard I worked just to land it, with the test and the endless rounds of interviews, and how all the rejections before that really kicked me down. But now it just feels like it was all a huge joke made by COVID. I mean, I just told them the truth. They didn't throw any blame. In fact, they were really nice about it. I mean, they're always nice to me, and I'm really thankful for that. COVID really changed what I'd known as normal. My mum dealt with it all easier despite being at home more than my dad. And he jumped at the chance to go on walks whenever he could. My mum actually started posting a lot more on Facebook, always going on about how productive she was, cross-stitching, macrame, all those kind of things. But after a month, I think it became a bit performative. I could see it was taking a toll on her where she felt like she had to constantly be working on something that looked good in the photos. Something leisurely soon became this big source of stress. She couldn't go a day without doing some craft project, or she'd be irritable. It became a bit hard being around her like that. I mean, I love her. I love my parents, don't get me wrong. But with me being out of a job, maybe we just surround each other too much. And then before I knew it, I had fallen into a rabbit hole too. I got less replies, less interviews, and then I just stopped applying for jobs altogether. What was the point? It's not like I could do all the things on these job descriptions anyway. I thought I'll be fine without my antidepressants, but turns out I'm not. The days really started blurring together, and it just became like a messy swamp that I was stumbling through, dark and damp with nothing to help anchor myself. It was meaningless, like walking in circles. It really becomes easy to just let yourself go like that. Makes you reconsider how hard you work just to keep yourself from sinking half of the time. But for now, just for now. Maybe fighting against it just isn't worth as much as falling. Let gravity do the work, you know? My friends really brought me back though. Playing with Chiara and Evan, it lets me escape. In that world, I can be well-adjusted, a mentally stable person who conquers hardships and contributes to society. My character Lilith, well, she's tough, she's brave, she's self-assured, and doesn't second-guess any of her choices. Most importantly, she's got a job and she's good at it.
Hey, are you both coming on? It's campaign night.
I'm here. Sorry, I was finishing up the last math problem.
Hey, Evan, I have something I need to talk to the both of you about before we start. Do you know where Alex is?
I'm not sure. Last thing they said was that they were watching the last episode of one of their shows or something.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Nice timing. So I have to talk to you guys about how you've been responding so far to the D&D campaign. Is that all right?
Go ahead.
Sure.
So it seems you're both kind of distracted and disinterested whenever we play now. What's really happening? Are you guys still there?
May I go first, Alex?
Yeah.
Chiara, I really enjoy your campaign. I really do, especially since we're nearing the end. It's just that I've been very overwhelmed with my workload, and my family environment doesn't help. You know what they're like. So, I'm sorry I haven't been paying more attention, but it's starting to feel like a chore. I just want to hang out sometimes without always needing to play D&D, you know?
I've been feeling the same way. Honestly, I've been more stressed about my employment. Heck, about my life. It's just a lot right now, and it's hard to be myself, let alone a character.
Oh, thanks for sharing all this. Look, I'm sorry if it felt like I was forcing you both to play. I don't want it to feel that way. This was meant to be fun.
No, it isn't you at all. I should have been upfront about how I was feeling. We could still totally do something more chill and less structured together. Something that doesn't even require much of our brains, like a watch party.
I wish I could not use my brains. But sadly, I have too much homework to catch up on.
Ooh, maybe we can send you a care package full of things to help you de-stress. What about some new fancy baking equipment, like penguin cookie cutters and rose gold measuring spoons?
That'd be nice, actually.
Aha, I'll send you this super aromatic calming tea blend I recently got as well.
Thanks, guys. That's really sweet of you all. Want to hang out after circuit breaker lifts? I can let you try all my new creations. I think my family is pretty sick of having to be my taste testers. What do you think of black sesame cupcakes with a super light matcha icing?
Yes, please.
Hey, my house is always open if you want. There's enough space for all three of us. Huh. Suddenly, this made me remember the time you all slept over and we had this disastrous pillow fight.
Oh my god, I can still feel the bruise you'd given me from that night, right on my thigh.
Oh, and remember the cat we tried to bring home from downstairs? Retiring to the closest tavern, Lilith, Al, and Theophania are quiet as they indulge in their last meal together.
The time we spend together is something I'll always cherish. Though short, we've been through hell and back. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Please, one last favor. Could you teach me how to say goodbye?
Back home, we do that with a drink to us. To everything that we've done, and to everything that we'll do in the future.
You will all return safely home, to the shelter of your own vine and fig tree. Without a doubt, we'll reunite under the same roof in happier times.